Hi, back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. When I was talking about making some sewing videos for Christmas, I was given so many great ideas, and I just didn't know which one to start with. So I thought I'd put all these ideas onto little pieces of paper and put them in this cookie jar. And at the beginning of every video, I'm going to pull one out, and we're going to make that project. So I'm going to pick one out of here, and we're going to be baking this. And also, I thought for each project, my goal is to use whatever I have here at home to make these projects. So the first one I picked is Christmas coasters, which is a really good one. It's very simple, especially for the first video we're going to do in this series. And if you have any ideas that you'd like to see, just put them in the comments below and I'll add those ideas to the cookie jar. I'd love to see what you come up with. So now that I have to make some Christmas coasters, I'm going to gather my thoughts and put together some items for it, and I'll be right back. So I've come up with this idea for the coasters. I'm going to be using rope, and then we're going to be putting some applique on top of the coasters when I'm done sewing them. So this rope here is something that I paid like $1 or $2 for. You can get it at the dollar store. And I think I bought like 3 of them one day because I wanted to try, and this is a great time to try this. I've seen all those videos of people sewing with the rope and making really neat rope bowls and even baskets and stuff. So I thought maybe we could use this to make our coasters. I just got to find the beginning of it. I guess it doesn't want me to start. There we go. So I'm going to figure out how big I want to make this. So I've cut the rope 75 inches long, and I put some hot glue on the ends to stop them from fraying. So we're going to start off sewing these, and I set my sewing machine with a zigzag and a fairly wide zigzag. I set it at 3.5, and I guess it would all depend on how big your rope is, where you want to set your stitches. Now you always see these videos and they make things look so easy, and then they show things so fast and you really don't know what's happening, and you think when you're doing it that, oh, I'm doing this wrong. They made it look so easy on the video. They made it go so fast. Well, getting it started is actually going to be, so I turned it in like this, and I guess what I need to do is just start with the zigzag and just keep going around and around. And we'll see how that goes. So I'm getting to the end, and I haven't decided yet how I'm going to sew this in because we don't want it really sticking out. But I do have the glue on the end to stop it from fraying. Okay, so my end looks like that, but that'll work. And do the rest of them. So I have the coasters all sewn up, and now we'll just get the appliques ready. What I decided to do was I went online and I found some cute little Christmas pictures, and I printed them on sublimation paper, and I'm going to print them onto some, I have white broadcloth here, so I'm going to put that on there. I'm just going to bring this over to the heat press. So now that we have this printed onto the fabric, I'm going to cut them smaller and put some heat and bond on the back. I just have to find where I put my scissors. I try to cut these as small as I can to put on the heat and bond because I don't want to waste it. It'll just go further instead of putting it on a big piece. Okay. So now I'll have to cut about oops, don't want to ruin my fabric scissors. So the heat and bond, you can buy this on Amazon or at Walmart, and I'm using the strong one. I think a light hold one would work as well because we're going to be stitching them on after we iron these on. So what I do is place them on here. And I'm going to get a piece of parchment paper. When you're doing this, make sure you're not using any steam. Now, if you don't have a sublimation printer, you can always cut out a scrap piece of fabric into the shape of a Christmas design. Like if you have an old t-shirt or that's green or something, you can cut out a Christmas tree and put that on. So when that cools, I'm going to be cutting them out, cutting a circle around here. This one here came out as a square. I don't know if I'll leave it. Yeah, I'll cut that in a circle as well out, and this one as well. So after cutting them out, just peel off the back. And then we're going to place them in the middle like this. So if you guys have any ideas for other sewing projects or crafts to do before Christmas, let me know and I'll throw that in the cookie jar and hopefully it will get picked. I'm going to be doing as many videos as I can from now until Christmas, because I love Christmas and I love doing Christmas crafts. And the great challenge is using only things I have here at home. It's a good thing though, I'm a craft hoarder. I love getting a deal. I'll shop at garage sales, even estate sales. I'll pick up things. Going into the bargain section of the fabric store, recycling clothes even. Something isn't any good, but the fabric is great. The buttons are great. You just save those and reuse those. So crafting doesn't have to be expensive. And it's fun when you have that challenge of trying to come up with something you have at home to make them. When I started this, I thought, oh, I'll just stitch around the edge, but I'm almost thinking I don't have to do that. I think we're good. I think these will just be perfect just like that for these coasters. There. I'll get a coffee mug. I don't know which one I like best. Let me know which one you like best. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't yet subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see me make next. Thanks, bye for now.